Hi friends. I want to talk about my hormones. 3 days ago I said that I had a rough day, and I did. I even missed one of my classes. I chose not to go, and I love going to class. I love what I'm learning. However, I felt overwhelmed, and I felt that I could miss it, and that I could rest, and that I didn't really need to go, and that I didn't really want to go. And then 3 days later, I got my period. And I always remind myself after, because I got it today and I felt so much better and lighter and hopeful and happy. And I was mentioning how sometimes, like, I'll be mad at myself for having certain thoughts that are not positive when I know how important it is to have a positive perspective and outlook on things, and so I'll be upset with myself for thinking these things. I'm like, why am I thinking that way? Why am I thinking negatively? Why am I thinking in lack? Why am I saying I don't want to go to class, or what's the point of doing this, or oh my god, the climb is too much, it's too hard. Am I even gonna make it? Is it worth it? Oh, these videos are dumb. Why am I doing this? And I get mad at myself for having those thoughts, but it happens, you know? And I want to remind myself today that that's the importance of discipline, habits, and consistency, you know. And with this challenge, like, I did my videos even though I didn't feel good, you know. I did my video and then I cried after. And look, today I had a much better day and I did my video, because my video is the one thing I committed to, and that's powerful, because it says no matter what I'm feeling and no matter what I think about what I'm feeling, I know I have to make this video. I haven't made that commitment per se with other things in my life, but for the sake of this video, I wanted to remind myself that even my thoughts are not permanent, and my feelings are definitely not permanent. And if I'm having a day where I feel that nothing is going to amount to anything, and that everything is just too far away from my achievement, that those thoughts and those feelings will pass. And I think it's important to remind myself that no matter what I'm feeling, I won't always feel that way, whether positive or negative. There really are ups and downs, but the favor that I can do myself is setting these super black and white challenges for myself, and like outlining them and sticking to them and assigning importance to them is going to be a win for me, because my period, my cycle, has been irregular since I started getting it. So it doesn't come every month, and I don't have super intense I don't have super intense, like, they're not called symptoms, but like, I will get cramps literally 20 minutes before my period comes, and that's it. But I'll have 3 whole days of just feeling completely down and disillusioned and sad. Like, like a 3-day funk. And since my period is super irregular, it's not every month, I can't pinpoint that, oh, it's because 4 days from now, I'm going to get my period. And so I tell myself, like, every couple months when it does happen, oh, okay, remember, when you're feeling this sad about the things that you're doing, or this disillusion, oh, it's just the hormones in your body that are being released at that time. But it's, it feels so, like, so subtle going into it, and it's so irregular for me that it's hard for me to distinguish what's happening in my body from my actual self. And so this challenge shows me that, yeah, like, obviously, yes, I should give myself grace for whatever I'm feeling. And I think I did the past couple days, like, I went to class, but I missed a class that I knew I didn't have to perform or do, like, something in. I knew that I could just make up the work online. And so I gave myself that time to just kind of rest and stay home. So give myself grace, yes, but the more I set up a routine for myself, or like a non-negotiable task that's attached to a bigger goal, the more I'll help set myself up for those days where I just have to put my hands up and, like, I'm just doing what I have to do today because Lord knows I am not thinking and feeling the best. And today was a good day. I felt great. And also, like, I played outside, played volleyball on the beach, and I mean, it was amazing. So maybe that's another component too, is like, oh, okay, playing, outside, playing, being silly, not just like exercising, but actually running around and laughing and jumping and stuff. That makes me feel really, really good. And like knowing these things and then setting an importance to them because I know they're good for my mental health. Obviously, things are not perfect. I still haven't decided to make this video like, oh, early morning, part of a scheduled routine where it happens in the morning, but it's just where I'm at in life, and this to me is a stepping stone to any form of consistency. Maybe you have consistency in your life with certain things, and I don't know why you're maybe consistent with some things and not other things. Could be an accountability thing. That's something that I'm building is I could be pretty accountable to an employer, but accountable with myself, not really. And I think that's why I'm not an entrepreneur per se. It's left to my own devices. I might not do anything, but if I'm hired by someone and they're gonna sign my paycheck and they're expecting me to show up, I'll show up. And some people will show up regardless of how they feel. But anyways, that's my share for today. Give myself grace. No matter what I'm feeling, it'll pass. And another thing actually is in that breath is like, if I have a dream, I have to protect it even from myself. Like if I don't feel strong one day and I go, there's no point in studying or going to class or doing this audition, what's the point? Like, that's a moment where I'm not fighting and standing up for my dream, and I'm not working towards it. And that's why I need to commit to non-negotiables. You know, non-negotiables could protect what's important to me from myself. No matter what I feel, this is important and this is what I'm gonna do. And then, you know, you have days, weeks, months, years of tasks that get done no matter what. Like that, it has to amount to something, you know. And then all of a sudden it's, oh my God, I'm here, I've accomplished my dream, I'm living my dream life, I built this because I did what I had to do every single day. So yeah, I want to give myself grace for the times that felt scary and like where I felt like I didn't believe in myself. And you know, for a number of reasons, experiences, other voices implanted in my head, and hormones and the time of the month, and you know, and little ups and downs in a day. I want to give myself grace for that. Anyways, now I will do my sit-ups. And if you watch this video, I hope that you can relate and take something that helps you for those days where you just don't feel so hot, you know. This generation's going to be just fine.
I think the best thing would be to start with a job.
No. Yeah.
All right.
She needs a job.
No.
Let's try this one.
You are the best. No one.
are the best. No one is better than you. These aren't just empty words. They're a powerful truth that can transform your life. Right now, in this very moment, you have the ability to reshape your reality simply by changing your thoughts and beliefs about yourself. Think about it. How often do you tell yourself that you're not good enough? That others are more talented, more successful, more worthy? It's time to flip that script. It's time to act as if you truly are the best, because you are. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but that's not true. I'm not the best at anything. Here's the secret. It doesn't matter if you're objectively the best by some external measure. What matters is your internal belief and how you carry yourself in the world. When you act as if you're the best, something remarkable happens. Your body language changes. Your voice becomes more confident. You take on challenges with enthusiasm rather than fear. And the world responds to that energy. So see, your brain can't tell the difference between what's vividly imagined and what's real. So when you consistently act as if you're the best, your brain starts to believe it. And when your brain believes it, it starts looking for evidence to support that belief. And suddenly, you notice opportunities you might have missed before. You take risks you would have shied away from. You speak up in meetings, share your ideas, and stand tall in the face of criticism. And bit by bit, your external reality begins to match your internal belief. This isn't about arrogance or putting others down. It's about recognizing your inherent worth and potential. It's about understanding that you have unique gifts and perspectives that no one else can offer. When you truly believe this, you stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on being the best version of yourself. Think about the most successful people you know or admire. Do they shuffle through life with their heads down, constantly doubting themselves? Of course not. They carry themselves with confidence and purpose. They believe in their abilities and their vision. They act as if they're the best. And in doing so, they often become the best in their fields. Now, I want you to take a moment and imagine yourself as that person. Imagine waking up each morning with an unshakable belief in yourself. Imagine tackling your day with enthusiasm and confidence, knowing that you have something valuable to offer the world. Imagine going to bed each night satisfied with your efforts, excited for the opportunities tomorrow will bring. That person isn't some far-off ideal. That person is you if you choose to embrace this mindset. Of course, acting as if you're the best doesn't mean you stop learning or growing. In fact, it's quite the opposite. When you believe in your potential, you're more likely to seek out new knowledge and skills. You're more open to feedback because you know it will help you improve. You're not afraid of failure because you see it as a stepping stone to even greater success. This mindset shift isn't something that happens overnight. It's a practice, one that requires consistent effort and repetition. Every time you catch yourself thinking, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough, pause, take a deep breath, and replace that thought with, I am the best. I can handle this, I have what it takes. At first it might feel uncomfortable or even silly. That's okay. Remember, you're rewiring years of habitual thinking. But if you stick with it, something amazing will happen. Those new thoughts will start to feel more natural. Your confidence will grow, and your actions will begin to align with your new self-image. Think about an area of your life where you've been holding back.
There is one instinct you need to be wary of, one that you must fight. This one is a liar. This one is a saboteur, a backbiter. And, like the devil himself, he's a shapeshifter. This is the instinct that says, you've had enough. You've given it your best shot. You can stand down. You can back off. You can take a knee. You can rest now. That instinct is a liar and wants to bring you down. You see, this instinct is a defense mechanism for your ego. It gives you an out, a place to run to, a place of sympathy and amnesty where all can be forgiven. Failures gather together in comfort and drown their sorrows in lies and deception. They tell each other, and they tell you that you did the best you could. And the deck was stacked against you, and it's not your fault.
I hate Plan B. Every thought that you put into Plan B, you're taking away now that thought and that energy from Plan A. I've never ever had a Plan B. I made a full commitment that I'm gonna go and be a bodybuilding champion. I made a full commitment that I'm gonna be in America. I made a full commitment that I'm gonna get in the show business and I'm going to be a leading man no matter what it takes. I will do the work. I will do the work over and over and over until I get it.
They print money, they don't print time. They don't print opportunities. You can lose money and get it back. You can't get time back. You can't get experiences back. Worship getting your time back with your family. Average people focus on money. The great focus on time, because I can't get my time back.
You've got to develop a sense of urgency. Aurelia said, stop living your life like you have 1,000 years to live. In life, you're either here today and you're gone today. If there's something that you want to do and you can't do it all at one time, do just a little bit of it. I like what Robert Schuller says. He said, by the yard it's hard, but inch by inch, anything is a cinch. One of the most important lessons in life that you should know is to remember to have an attitude of gratitude, of humility, understand where the gift comes from. It's not mine, it's been given to me. Use what I have, use what you have to help others. You know, on your last day, you can't take it with you. But you can leave it here. You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse.
You don't have to work hard, you don't have to eat right, you don't have to sleep right, you don't have to do more than what's required of you, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. You don't have to win, you don't have to be a success in life. So the greatest things in life take sacrifice and discipline. That's why so few people achieve great things, because they don't want to sacrifice, they don't want to discipline. Bring them and help yourself. Most of them say, I've been working hard. I'm all about being your own hero. But I'm not about kissing your ass. In life, a lot.
My message for today is design or know what you want. I'm talking to myself. Know what you want, Iman, and go after it step by step, regardless of what you feel. It's okay to rest, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Don't entertain the negative thoughts. Remember, just because it's a thought doesn't mean it's real. All things pass. All feelings pass. Anything is possible. There is one truth. That truth is, this is an abundant universe, and anything is possible. Anything is possible. I can have any reality I choose. Any reality I choose to believe in. Some days might be easier to believe than others. But even a small step in the right direction is still a step in the right direction. That's all that matters. I'll see you guys tomorrow.